Elgato has sent me the Stream Deck Mark II. We're gonna compare it to the Stream Deck, the Mark I. Yeah. We're gonna start with unpacking the Stream Deck Mark II, and then we're gonna compare it. Let's open it up. There it is, the Stream Deck Mark II. And as we see, it does have a different base. Oh, let's go. This is gonna be satisfying. Oh. Okay, so this is the Stream Deck itself. And then we have something here, and I think that's gonna be the cables. The cables is a USB to USB-C. We've got safety instructions here. And this is a quick start guide. It seems like a big package, but I think it's because it's in a lot of different languages. Okay, and I think the rest is empty. Yeah, we don't need any more, so we're good with that, I guess. Okay, so we got the Stream Deck, we got this cable, and obviously we need to make sure that the cables are entangled because, you know, otherwise it will be way too short. Now this side, does have this crooked thing, and that's just because it's going to be easier to plug in. The cool thing is we can actually lift off this part from the base. It's all about that base. And we can have the cable go through the base here. So it doesn't go underneath it, but it's like locked in here. And if somebody pulls on it or something like that, it wouldn't go out of the Stream Deck that fast. And this part, we need to plug in the Stream Deck. We want it to come out at the top. And then we gonna need to pull on the cable a little bit. And make sure that it's not upside down. And it needs to land back in the base. And now this part, it's USB. So you guys can guess where it needs to go. In the USB port. The cool thing about this one is that it does have a front plate. So outside of like being able to get this out, there's this thing in front of it that you can get off as well. Okay, we got the faceplate. And the cool thing is you can actually replace this faceplate with any other faceplate to make it customized. Elgato sent me this for Christmas. It's a Stream Deck Mark II cover. And we can replace this one with the Christmas one. Not that it's Christmas anymore, but for the demonstration, okay? And we just press it in. And if we could put it back in the case, you can just pull on the wire and it will fall in there automatically. Now we have a Christmas Stream Deck. So now we know how the Stream Deck Mark II looks like. And we're gonna take a look at the Stream Deck Mark I as well. And there's a reason why I have these loosely in my hand like this. The Stream Deck itself, I don't think looks much different. The cable is non-attachable for the Mark I, or it is attachable for the Mark II. But I think the biggest difference is the stand. This stand for the Mark I always have trouble with getting it up like I want it to. Like it needs to be on a certain angle for yourself. You have these little things that you can put them on as well if you want to have them lower. On its own, it's not that bad, but if you want to move it a little bit, what happens is I have this on here, then I move it, and I accidentally touch the base and it falls down. That happens to me all the time. With the Mark II, that won't happen because this is just a certain fixed angle. I'd rather have it on a fixed angle and then it doesn't fall than that it falls and I can determine the angle myself. I am wondering if we can put this one in here. Maybe we can. Now, the Stream Deck Mark I doesn't fit in the Mark II base. So the Stream Deck Mark II falls in this base, and now if I move it, it stays in the base like that. If I move this around, sometimes it happens that it falls flat, and it's really annoying. And then you try to set it up, and you think, we can do it like this, but we can't, so we need to get the Stream Deck off, set up the base, get the Stream Deck in, put it down. Where with this one, it just doesn't happen, and you just put it down. So I think it's a really big improvement for the stand for the Mark II versus the Mark I. It's also pretty cool that you can change the faceplates off and have your customized Stream Deck. And I kind of low-key hope that they're gonna make a Trui version, or that I can send in some designs for a Trui faceplate. Aside from how they look, then not much difference. The software itself works exactly the same, just the Stream Deck software. You can go to elgato.com and download it right there. So as far as I know, it's just a hardware change. It does have the same amount of buttons and everything like that, but the stand itself is so much better for the Mark II than it is for the Mark I. I honestly think that they might even get rid of the Mark Is if they're out of stock or something like that, because it's just better. it's just a better design for the hardware itself. If you guys want to know more about the Stream Deck, I do have more videos about it right here, and I'll see you in the playlist.